putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
The headlines have been challenging for the NFL over the past 48 hours, with some remarks coming from President Trump. You saw what happened this morning in London with the first game being played. How have you handled that with this team going into this game?
You know, these are very divisive times for our country. And, for us as a football team, it's about us remaining solid. We're not going to be divided by anything said by anyone. And that's the thing that I posted to our guys. I said, if you feel the need to do anything, I'm going to be supportive of that. As Americans, you have that right. But whatever we do, we're going to do 100%. We're going to do together. We're not going to let divisive times or divisive individuals affect our agenda. This collection of men, we're chasing something here in 2017, and we're not going to play politics with football players, with football coaches. We're not participating in the anthem today. Not to be disrespectful to the anthem, to remove ourselves from this circumstance. People shouldn't have to choose. If a guy wants to go about his normal business and participate in the anthem, he shouldn't be forced to choose sides. If a guy feels a need to do something, he shouldn't be separated from his teammate who chooses not to. So we're not participating today. That's our decision. We're going to be 100%. We came here to play a football game. That's our intentions, and we're going to play to win.
To be clear, that means your team won't be on the field.
We will not be on the field.
Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. That was Mike Tomlin, the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. This story, honestly, is a tale of two Steelers. Mike Tomlin, the coach, an ethnocentric black racist, and Alejandro Villanueva, who is an American hero. And I'm talking about a true American hero. So we just played the clip of Tomlin talking about the reasons and the rationale behind why he was going to keep his team off the field. Now, he's given you all the who shot John, but the fact of the matter is Tomlin is a typical black who feels the need to go along to get along. He is the wrongly used definition of an Uncle Tom, a step-and-fetch-it Negro who just wants to placate the black folks because he wants to feel good about who he is. He wants brothers to go, yeah, man, what's up? He doesn't care that whether it's right or it's wrong, and he knows it's wrong. He tests the waters to make sure he has the right decision this time, and he failed. His and the NFL's support of Colin Kaepernick has but one outcome. And so in that clip, he's quizzed by a reporter on what his team would do, the Steelers were going to do for the national anthem. And I love, it's such a contradiction. You know, these are very divisive times for our country. And, for us, as a football team, it's about us remaining solid. Okay. I'll give it that. We're a team, and we shouldn't be distracted by these types of things. We're not going to be divided by anything said by anyone. And that's the thing I posted to our guys. I said, if you feel the need to do anything, I'm going to be supportive of that. Okay. As Americans, you have that right. But whatever we do, we're going to do 100%. We're going to do it together, is what he said. We're not going to let divisive times or divisive individuals affect our agenda. He just came through 8 years of divisive times. He's got more black players and white players on his team, comes out of Barack Obama's era, and he wants to talk about divisive times. This man, and I'll prove it to you, he is a total leftist. He says, this collection of men, we're chasing something here in 2017. What would that be, Mike? Oh, that mystical, magical football championship that's going to change the world, right? I think at the time they were 2-0. I didn't know their record, and I think they were playing a team that was 0-2. And the only reason why I know this is because when I was doing this story, I wanted to research and find out what was going on. He's like, we're the pivotal time here. We're 2-0. And I love this. He says, and we're not going to play politics. We're football players and we're football coaches. We're not participating in the anthem today, but we're not going to play politics. So every game leading up to that game, Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers, the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, had his team on the field for the national anthem. In every game up to that game, including after Colin Kaepernick's antics. And what does he do now? He says, I'm not going to let my team do it because why? as people say, Trump insulted them. No, he didn't. He insulted the people who took a knee, if you want to call it insulting them. I personally say he straightened them out. So what is Tomlin's beef in these trying times? So we're not going to do the anthem today. And I love this part. Not to be disrespectful to the anthem. Well, then what are you being disrespectful to? America? The citizens? The people who voted for Trump? The 69 or 70% of white folks that watch football played by 69 to 70% of black folks who are the ones playing it? He says, he claims it was to remove ourselves from the circumstance. So he never removed his team from the circumstances under anything Barack Obama ever did, or anybody else for that matter. But he's just we're not going to play politics. People shouldn't have to choose, he says, but God wants to go about his normal business. What he's saying is, if a guy wants to do it or not do it, should be his own business outside of the sight of the team. What about the guy who wants to go stand for the anthem? How about that, Mike Tomlin? What about that guy? Can he go do it? Because that's what Alejandro Villanueva did. Alejandro is a former Army Ranger, and he said, I don't give a crap what this team says. I don't give a crap who they are. I'm going to go stand for America. I'm going to go stand for that national anthem that has allowed my people to be part of the American culture, and kiss the ground that I could be part of this culture. I kissed the ground that I wasn't born in Africa and immigrating over here. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to be an American, and a Native American at that. So Alejandro says, okay, I got my brothers here on the football field. We're brothers. But let me tell you who my real brothers are. They're the people that I left in those countries when I came back to play this sport. They're the people I left over there. And you know what? They're not playing any games. They're not debating on, do I stand for the national anthem? Do I represent this flag? Do I represent this country? Do I represent this president and the 60 million plus people who voted for him? And all of our protectorates and all of our NATO allies and so on and so forth. They don't have a choice. They must stand. I love this guy, Alejandro Villanueva. His jersey sales are through the roof. I don't like that because it's going through the NFL. I'd like Alejandro to license the Tea Party to sell his shirt, because I'd proudly wear Villanueva on a Tea Party shirt. We ended up designing a shirt with Alejandro on it, and it's got his name on the back, and it's an American shirt. But I'm going to do something with the Tea Party as well, because this guy's a hero. And I love this. Look, here's the differential. He's saying, yeah, I play football with these guys. I'm a team player. I'm for the Steelers. We're 2-0. I'm part of that. And I'm proud to be part of that. But you know what? I'm more proud to be a part of the United States military, a group that allows me to do this. And as much as he may enjoy his brothers on the gridiron, believe me when I tell you, he has more respect for those boys, those young men and women who put themselves in harm's way to protect us than he could ever have for guys playing a sport. And Alejandro made that clear. I don't care what your 100% is, Tomlinson. I don't care that you're my coach. It has nothing to do with it. I don't care about all these other players, because you know what I left? I left something that is real. I left people who put their lives on the line. We're not talking about concussions. We're not talking about, oh my goodness, I tackled the quarterback too hard. Over there, it's life and death. And those are guys that take it seriously. His true brothers. And I'm so happy to see somebody say, let me put this in perspective for you. Screw you, Pittsburgh Steelers team. Screw the coach. Screw the NFL. Screw the organization. You are not bigger than what I witnessed with my own eyes and why we do this. And if Roger Goodell would get off his sorry butt and go over and meet some of these troops and find out what's really happening, he'd finally get off his butt as well. Roger Goodell he's doing what Howard Schultz did to Starbucks is what Roger Goodell is doing to the NFL. He's ruining it. He believes his audience is a bunch of leftist cocktail sippers, and it's not.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.